Hello, welcome to Truth Be Known. I'm so excited that you have joined us today, and we have a fun topic. Facebook secrets. Let's talk about Facebook a little bit. I think most people have a Facebook, and Facebook is a great place. And then today we're going to learn it's not so great of a place, but we're still going to talk about the goods, the bads, and the uglies. So Facebook, let's talk about a little bit, is fun, and it's got fun things on there. I like Facebook because I can go and I can see the news, the weather. I'm in a weather group, and so I love that part of it, that I can go and see when there's tornado warnings or flood warnings, anything issued, and that they keep you up to date like hourly on these things. And I just love that. That's very nice. The news, I'm never a part of the news groups, but your friends basically keep you up with the news. What's going on? Who's getting married? Who had a baby? Who passed away? It just gives you information that you don't normally even know about. So that's one of the great things of Facebook that I love. You can also catch up with old friends that you've not seen in years, and that's pretty cool. I love videos. I love seeing my kids and grandkids' pictures, my friends and family's post. It's fun to see family photos and all of that stuff. That's all the good stuff of Facebook. Some of the bad things I do not like is people are so wanting the likes and all that kind of stuff. And I understand that, having Truth Be Known and Complete in Him, my other ministry, I like a lot of likes, and I like when people share my things. It builds you up, and you think, people like that. I like that. I like that people like my stuff. But on the other end of that, if people are not getting likes, and I just couldn't really be, just to be honest with you, to be a teenager today and to have Facebook, that would just, I don't know. I am just so glad I was not raised in the Facebook or the social media thing. I couldn't handle it. And, people, they go there and they post all this stuff. And if you're following them, then you think, my life is just horrible. These guys can go traveling, and they can go do this and then go do that, and they're posting food pictures and all these fun things. And then so it starts to work on yourself, and you have to actually think, no, my life is good. My life is fun. I enjoy my life. I might not be posting all my pictures and my fun things on Facebook, but my life is wonderful. But Facebook gives people that sense that they're not good enough, or they feel lonely and stuff like that, because they're not being able to do these things that other people do. And I don't like the comparisons. I don't like that kind of stuff like that. It's not worth it. Sometimes you just need to delete your Facebook. And another thing is the time people spend on there. Hello, I have ministries on Facebook, so while I'm there, I might as well check my own personal Facebook. And before long, 30 minutes goes by, 45 minutes goes by. It's time consuming. It takes up your time. And usually there's really nothing that great on there to be looking at in the first place. And I get caught up in the little shorts, and they're so funny. And, but gosh, we need to start spending our time in a better place like the Bible or in prayer and things like that. So Facebook has its good, its bad, its ugly. I tell you what. Also, the good things about Facebook, the pictures and stuff. I love when people post pictures and stuff like that. But this is just a little crack up. Because I do a lot of videos, I'm very observant with backgrounds, because I always make sure my background looks good before I do a video. Some videos I look at now and think, good Lord, what was I thinking? But basically, I like to look at backgrounds. It cracks me up to see people post pictures, and their background has the nastiest house, the messiest cabinets, or maybe they're in their bathroom and there's toilets and showers. It's just so funny to think, wow, what have you been doing all day? Have you been on Facebook? That's the first thing that comes to mind. While we're on the pictures, also, I must tell you, just be very cautious of when you post pictures, because, well, let's just go back a little bit. Facebook. Let's see, you get on there and it pops up memories. How long ago were these memories? Well, pretty long ago, about 10 to 12 years ago. And some of these memories that pop up, I don't even remember. And so I think it's a little odd that Facebook has these memories and they remember. And so they're sharing them with you and wanting you to remember, which is great. But on the other hand, is it great? So since you've joined Facebook, what they have done is they've given each person their own little platform. Now, we love this because we are our own little platform. We can say whatever we want to say whenever we want to say it. If we say something that they don't like, they'll put us in jail, Facebook jail. However, most of the time people get back behind the computer or their phone and they just talk and they just say stuff because they're really not accountable for what they're saying. I mean, don't forget, though, this is going into your platform because they are building, each of us, our own platform. And in doing this, they're taking all this information that we are giving them. See, it was us. We're giving them the information because we tell them everything. We want everybody to know everything that we are doing, where we're going, who we see, what we're eating. But what they're doing is taking the information, and they know who your kids are, they know who your parents are, they know who your brother and sister are, who your grandkids are, and so they're building our own little platforms so they can know who you are, what you're doing, where you live, and they can do this with all this information that we're giving them. Now, on photos that you post, some of our photos have location on them. If you go back and look in your photo, you can flip up or flip down or something like that in your photos, and it shows you the location. So when you're posting these photos, it's posting the location that you were at when this photo was taken. Ooh, that's creepy. So if you want to continue to post photos, go into your settings in your phone and turn off your location services. I'm not sure if this will work or not. This is what I'm thinking, though. Maybe you can turn off your location services, which I always have mine off anyways. I don't know why people think they need it on. And then go post your photo and then go turn it back on if you want, but whatever. Or, I don't know really another way to do it, and I don't even know if that works. There is a place in Facebook that we're going to be discussing about locations and different things like that you probably don't even know that is in there. So let's keep talking about these photos, though. A lot of spammers get on there and they start posting photos. Now, I'm in this group, which is kind of weird. I think this group is Twin Lakes area or something like that. But there's always a spammer in there, and you can tell because they always say something about Twin Lakes. And we don't really call it the Twin Lakes area. We do, but in talking, if you lived here all your life, you're not going to say the Twin Lakes area. That's just weird. But they do. And so it's almost like they live here, and so they've lived here, and so, oh my goodness, there's this dog missing. So they post a picture of a dog missing. It's a spammer. Or they post a lot of pictures of animals I found this animal, you need to call this number, and it's just spam. Don't call the number. Never call the number. Never call any numbers. Ever. Never click on anything if you think it's a spammer. How you can do that is you can look at their profile and then you can get out of there and go search their profile. If their profile comes up with a few pictures, they're spammers. So don't have anything to do with that. There's spammers everywhere. They're in groups and they just comment as like they're people, and you just have to be cautious of spammers. I've noticed though, every time that they post something of pictures, it's always 2 pictures and it's the same picture. That is always a spammer. So never, ever, ever respond to them or have anything to do with them. Make sure you check it out before you do. On these GoFundMe groups, that's the same thing. People can start GoFundMe groups, and people are getting money and sending money to these people that are not even real. They're just people that are trying to make a quick buck, and they're making quick bucks for sure. So check out who you are sending money to. I just advise you don't do any of that on Facebook. And the reason is, you have to give out your credit card or whatever the information is. And I just would not, I don't trust Facebook to do that. Just do not do that. People have done stuff in Facebook and they've gotten on sites because they send you, and because of what your preferences are, they will show you ads of what you may have, this is freaky too, may have seen or looked up on other websites. How do they do that? Oh, there's a setting in Facebook. That's why and how they do that. So they can go and they can look at all the information and all the things that you're looking up on other websites, and then they can use that information towards the ads that they give you. Have you not ever noticed that it's so weird if you start talking about Facebook? And since I'm talking about it right now, it probably will pop up on my Facebook, some of these things that I'm talking about. Shoes, clothes. Yeah, I like to look at those things. And so when they have ads like that, I kind of just let them have ads because I like to look at those. But they know that. So they always do ads that they know you're going to click on, or things that you're going to buy. And another thing, I would never ever buy anything. If you see something, oh, that looks really cool, you see a commercial or whatever it is, an ad. Maybe it's your friend just showing you some cool things that they like that you can go through their Facebook page and buy. Don't do it. Go another route. Get out of that whole thing and go a different route. Because Facebook is watching you. I'm telling you, this is the truth. Facebook is watching you, and they're gathering all this information on each one of us that have an account. I don't know why. I don't understand how they have that much space or memory to even do this, but apparently they do. So be cautious of spammers. And never ever on Facebook ever give out your home address, your telephone number. I would never post pictures if you're on a vacation that you're on a vacation right then. I would wait till you go on your vacation, then come back, post those pictures. Never ever do it while you're gone, because that's just telling people, hey, I'm out of town. My home is free. So just be cautious of that. Be wise about the pictures that you post. These pictures of your children that don't have clothes on, please do not post those pictures. You might think they're just so cute and wonderful, but there's perverts out there and there's weirdos out there, and they take those things and I don't know. And if you're actually, I don't know. I'm just thinking this might be what they could do, is take that photo and say, well, your child lives at this address. Well, there are lots of people, lots of kids missing. They go missing, but people are just throwing out their children's photos and stuff like that. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want your child to be seen or, by perverts and stuff like that. It's just, and you don't want them to get this weird image of your child and want to take your child. That's what this is about, and how to prevent that from happening. Just don't post those pictures. And young girls, please stop posting pictures of your bodies. You've got to know, I've seen mothers do the same thing with their daughters. There's tons of perverts and people out there that will take those photos. Do you want your daughter to be on a sex offender's computer and him look at her and lust after her? You do not want that. And also it says in the Bible that stay away from all appearance of evil. And so why would you want your daughter to be an appearance of evil for somebody else? Why would you want to promote your daughter in that kind of stuff? You wouldn't. I would not want my daughter or granddaughter or even my grandsons to be promoted in that way. And so please be cautious of what you're doing and what you're promoting, because there are some crazy people out there. So we're going to check our settings in Facebook. I want you to know that they update a lot. And when they update, you don't even know it. I mean, you might know when they update because you say, yes, I want to update my phone, and they just update. Well, when they update, they cause these things that they've updated or added things. Hello, here's the word. They've added things. By default, they are already on yes. Of course you want this. Why would you not want this on? So you have to actually go in there, check your settings, and turn it off. And there's many settings that you might not even realize that they have. And so you need to check your phone periodically, check your settings on your regular phone, and check your settings on Facebook, and check your settings in anything. Because I noticed the other day I had the setting on this app and it said live something. I don't even know what it meant. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's my lights underneath my cabinets in my kitchen. It said like live, like, can they hear me live? Is that what that is? That's weird. I turned it off. So you had to check, because they can hear you. I am telling you, they can hear you, and we got to get these settings and turn them off. I want you to go to your phone right now. If you're on a mobile phone, I'm just going to tell you from a mobile phone. I really can't tell you from a computer because I'm on my computer right now. But on a mobile phone, you can go to, this is in Facebook, how to check your settings. Right on the right hand in the side corner down below is your picture. So just click on that and it will come up settings and privacy. And in that, there's settings again. Go to settings. And in that settings, go to password and security. This will be in the top section and it's very light. Go to password and security again. And this is where you're logged in. And it tells you where you're logged in at. Now, this is where people get in trouble, because sometimes, well, like one time I was logged in. I'm logged in Little Rock and another place. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never even been there. How can I be logged in these places? Well, does that mean somebody's gotten your phone? I don't know. Just go see where you're logged in at. Now be cautious, because depending on the apps that you have, if you have Messenger, like I have Messenger, and I have a business suite app, which is also a Facebook app, but I do my business on it. They are connected with my main page. And so I may or may not want to log out of them. Make sure, though, you know your password. Never, ever log out unless you know your password, because I'm telling you, you might not be able to get back in for days if you don't know your password. That is the most horrible thing in the world. I mean, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, Facebook is so bad. And now you're like, if I get locked out, what am I going to do? Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, so don't lock yourself out of Facebook if you do not know your password. However, look and see where you're logged in at, because some of those places might not be where you're at and logged in at, and you can log out of those places. And then make sure your main page is always logged in unless you know your password. If you know your password, I would advise you to go ahead and log out of your main page and then log back in. And if there have been other people in there logged into your account, I would definitely change my password. But you need to log out of those places. But always check those things, because this is where people don't even know, hey, I didn't know that other people can sign in. Well, yeah, there's spammers, there's hackers, there's all these people that know Facebook. I mean, it may be Facebook people for all I know. I don't know. So you need to check this all the time. There's also a place where it allows your location. It allows your microphone to be used. It allows your camera to be used. I would turn all of these off. And this setting is in the settings and devices, like we had talked about, down to device permissions. Now, as you are going down to device permissions, notice all of these settings. Oh my word. Each one has a setting. Now, I'm going to just talk about this real quick because you need to know this. In the settings, go to each one and you go in there and you see what that setting's for. Some of them are saying, oh, ads. Yes, I can go off Facebook and look at things that you looked at, and then I can give you an ad on this. Everything, if you can, turn everything off. That's what I do. Just turn it off. It's none of their business. I mean, they have enough information on you for after the 10, 12 years that they've been gathering information. They don't need any more information. But they're going to try all they can do to get information. So make sure you turn things off. If you don't understand it, just turn it off. I don't know. I would just turn it off. I don't think it will affect anything on your Facebook. And if it does, then come ask me how to fix it and I will tell you. Believe me, I have messed up so much stuff on trying to do this that I have learned how to do it correctly. In device permissions, though, in this setting that we were talking about, go turn off your location, go turn off your microphone, go turn off your camera. You don't want any of these things turned on in your Facebook because they can just load the camera and see where you're at. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. So check through all these settings. When they update, they have the new settings, remember? And so sometimes you don't even know if your phone updates automatically. You might not even know that they've had new updates and they've defaulted to, yes, that's on. So there's lots to go through on those updates, but make sure that you read them and know what they're talking about. And basically, it's not for posting anything. There are some things that say something about posting and that you keep it with your friends only and not the whole world. And you can make your Facebook private where everybody doesn't see your information. But I'm telling you what, I would not count on that to be always true, because I've looked back over my history and I have seen tons of things that I thought I was posting private and they're not. They're for the world to see. And I'm sure someday I'll go in there and delete those things if I can. They may not even let you delete those things anymore unless you delete your account. And of course I ain't going to do that. Anyways, Facebook is a great place. It's a fun place to go, to meet your friends, to see things, to see like even your church groups, what you're doing. It's a good place to advertise for stuff. But we just need to be cautious what we post and who we interact with. And it's okay to be cautious. You have to be cautious this day and age because there's so many things that's not right out there. And oh my goodness, if you can, stay out of Facebook jail. I think I've been there one time and I don't even remember the reason I was there, but just stay out. And another thing, stay off of Facebook. You don't have to go there all the time. It's very addicting and I understand that. But, we need to give our time and our talents and our eyes and focus on good things. Well, I hope you enjoyed our talk today about social media. And this isn't just about Facebook. Instagram probably has the same issues. So make sure you go check all your settings on your phone, basically, and then on your social media sites, and then every other site. I know this may take lots of time, but it is worth it in the end. And we love coming to you and letting you know the new things, the weird things, and we appreciate you listening today. And thank you, and just remember, this is Truth Be Known.